Enough pebbles in a half-filled bucket will soon spill, and the eyes are the overflow. And the mind begs for forgiveness under all the pressure building. Hips tremble and slowly grow. Skin stretching, taut, then losing slack. Back breaking and molding, forward folding.
A woman is housing, is keeping the darks from the lights, is splitting wings from breasts, dividing one into knives and spoons, answering, "What's for dinner? Have you seen my..."
Love your body, this body that is your instrument of expression, this body that houses your heart, mind, and spirit. How you hold your body, how you execute each movement reflects not only the individual, but the cosmic soul.
To come through today, I was looking at the theme, and it reminded me of this interview that I had heard with Paul Tran. I'm not sure if you all know who Paul Tran is, but they're a poet, and they were interviewed on the Poetry Gods podcast back in May of 2016. And they had said, poetry can be a primary source. Writing these poems is nothing short of inserting ourselves into history. That book or that project that made it to YouTube is now archived. It's there for those who say, "Prove it to me," that whatever happened to you happened, that I did this and it made you feel this way, that I was racist or transphobic. This is all to say that the poem is the proof. Body of proof with acknowledgement to Paul Tran. Love does not want this body, not this body, that bows to break under a day's ring, under a shower head. Only time this body is ever naked, seen for what it is, as in the bare of it only exposed for this ritual of cleanse.
Breastfeeding cover-up. The waitress places a white synthetic napkin over my breast and baby's sweat-beaded face. Says, "I think you'd be more comfortable with this." And I'm reminded about how uncomfortable everyone truly is that I am feeding my crying baby.
There was something you were supposed to be doing besides adding up the clouds, making another attempt to read some sense into the sky.
Through the blinds, grids of light splatter across the walls of white, and I, all hips and thighs, reflect my own rays of holy. Woman is life, is water, is light. Genuflect before you enter.
Oblong petal caves are her many arms apart, gathering. Outline of vacant dawn at the shoulders, her ideations are quantum undulations. Celestial unfoldments, muddied, sacred, undefined.
Can't have both kindness and love. The sand scrapes my back, sticks to my scalp as you press, press, press down with the weight of the others. I pull it out one speck at a time, bloody scalp, bloody fingers. I give you your grain of sand and the strands of hair stuck to it.
but in imagination I could still dance. My body complied with years of bourrée and bar work, but now that I can only imagine, to dance was an escapade. My body laughs. I hold an audition solely in my mind. So many come. The woman with one arm, the woman with no arms, the woman with no body who dances light as air through cracks.
And she's a giant, actually, and seems to be heading directly for Helle. Mad Meg. Suppose anger is a habitation. One day the walls go plum red, crackle into flame. You rush out, and 1,000 other women are stepping through fiery door jambs. It happened that way. Our bones formed a burning village. Our bones said coruscate. Our bones said gorgeous. We'd eaten dust for years, never knew how explosive it was. All I said was, I'm so hungry I could gut a house. The women sprang up behind me like a battalion of excellent witches. They shouted, "Are you tired of feeling for all of Flanders?" When I screamed yes, the column began to march. Most of my questions are giants themselves. The doctors blamed me for mystery glands, ropey webs of blood. By then, my body had grown a great bosom, a hot volume. Glands are secrets never to be discussed. Burgeoning is not innocent. I didn't want to be a girl, so I made myself into a ship, a mass of confused rigging. A full moon hung over the crow's nest. I dyed my hair black. The knife was an ordinary kitchen implement roped to my waist, used to crack the breastbone of countless cockerels. I pressed the frog creatures to my own amphibious breasts. Thank you.